Welcome back, guys. Final to another video. Right now the market has been quite slow over the past few weeks, so actually been gone a bit, but I'm finally back here to daily uploads. So make sure to hit the subscribe button and like button if you enjoy the daily update. So let's get right into the chart here. On the Bitcoin chart, we just finally reached our target as we mentioned in the previous video. So just remember, I said, well, I do expect more sideways since it's August. Most traders usually take off August, and the next target will be the shift pitchfork, which we have here from the bull market lows to the all-time highs, then to the recent lows we have. So far so good. The target got reached. We can see on the daily time frame how algorithms are selling at the median line, so no surprise to you guys here. For those who are long, here's a good place to take profits. Overall, I still see more upside, because if we go on the log scale, I do still think this is going to be the next target around 66,000. It's going to be probably some heavy resistance. I also see these highs here are forming some kind of supply zone here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get some pullback here, then some upside here, and then this resistance is going to be heavy resistance, and then we're gonna see how we're gonna react here, because if we can break this resistance, this is gonna trigger a liquidation effect, in my opinion. Says if we mark this white line here, if we can take out these highs, I do believe once we take out these highs, there's a lot of shorts here that are gonna get liquidated. So if we can take out this resistance, then very quickly we're gonna see record highs, in my opinion. And as I also said, historically September is usually the best month to buy Bitcoin for long-term hold. So I wouldn't be surprised if we come down up here, then have one more pullback down here before then we get the massive move to the upside. We also have here a very nice demand zone down here. It's around 59,000. So I would really like to see us come down here to 59,000 again. I would look to buy, but as I said, right now my eyes are here on the daily time frame. I want to see a daily close for above 64,000 for me to flip really bullish. Something that I still also want to talk about is here on the Ethereum chart. So on the Ethereum chart, if we come here we can start here on the weekly time frame. We're still bullish here. As I've been saying, I'm still buying Ethereum the whole way up until we reach this median line. There's no doubt we're not going to reach this median line here. But in the shorter term, if we go on the daily time frame here and we pull from the highs on Ethereum all the way down to the crash we had here to 2000, we can see here we're broken through the first 0.31 fib. But if we come here on the non-logarithmic scale, we can see here we've been waiting for a daily close above, and we can see the 0.31 has acted multiple times at the resistance. We can see very accurate how the algorithms have been selling, and right now finally we got a daily close above. So this is a massive bullish signal for Ethereum. So I do think we're going to continue to see further upside. That doesn't mean, of course, we're going to go straight up. We could still have a pullback here down to 2,600. Here would actually be a very good buying area. Something like this I'm looking at if I personally look to open along. So this would be the ideal scenario. Probably difficult to get this. We could also just continue higher, since all this is basically an empty volume gap here. There's no real resistance on the way up. Okay, and this is a zone. There's no real resistance here if we even come down here on the 4 hour on Ethereum. So overall, I do expect Ethereum to start climbing towards 3,200. We can see here we have some kind of supply zones up here. So we can add this red. We're actually two supply zones on top of each other. So this is how I would draw the supply zones. Something like this here, the first supply zone, then the second supply zone. I'll draw something like this. So these are going to be massive two areas of resistance, but they also act as magnets. So usually price likes to seek its way higher, especially when we have here empty volume gap. So the price just had nowhere to go but to the upside when there's no real sellers here on the left. Then we can also try to add a pitchfork for Ethereum here if we come on the daily, just to be more accurate. Bear market lows to the bull market highs, the recent lows. We use the shift one here, so similar like on Bitcoin, but Ethereum has been lagging behind if we compare the pitchfork. So I do think Ethereum can easily go to 3,200. There's no doubt in my mind we're gonna go there. We can also check the log scale is 3,140. So they're very much correlated, these two targets we can see here. So this here is gonna be heavy resistance between 3,200 and 3,150. But either way, the direction is right now to the upside as we've been expecting. We can also check the Bitcoin weekly chart as we've been discussing here on the channel and in the Discord. I do expect this median line to get reached sooner rather than later, and that's going to be the real top of the bull run in my opinion. But as you guys know, we're still looking at Ethereum to give us a final bull market top signal. So if you're interested to catch final bull market top, I'm going to try to do my best to here on the channel. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. Overall, as I said, I still do believe here on the macro time frame we're still in some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But as I said also, this is not going to be an easy fifth wave. I do expect we're still going to chop around here, and a lot of late longers are going to get liquidated. The market is not going to go straight up, I believe. Do believe we're going to have straight up, probably a pullback, and then have the final fifth wave, because this market has become much more difficult to trade the past few months. We can see already the chop we had here, so I don't expect it's going to do it easy. People are expecting that once we break the all-time highs, it's just going to be up, straight up, but we could easily break the all-time highs, people FOMO in, then have a pullback, and then continue the fifth wave here, which in our case is going to be benefit, because the longer it takes for us to come up here to the algo target, the higher the price is going to be. We can also check here from the first wave to the third wave. We'll come here. Let me just remove this one and go on the normal scale here, so we can see just from the first wave up to the third wave, we can see algorithms managed to push above the 0.31. This is the beauty of this fib level. We can see how strongly it has been holding. So there's nothing really has changed in our analysis basically on the macro level. We're still in this range here. Let me just put it as a zone. We still have 87,000 or 88,000 as our next target. We're not calling this a top, but it's going to be a heavy selling algo target. The top is going to be the pitchfork that we had earlier, but overall the market does look very good in my opinion, and I do expect alts to also start moving soon, because if we check the Bitcoin dominance chart here, we can see that we're still under this pitchfork, and as I said, I do believe the Bitcoin dominance is going to continue higher. Probably once Bitcoin going to go towards all-time highs, Bitcoin dominance is going to continue higher. At around all-time highs, you're probably going to see some kind of pullback on Bitcoin. This is just my estimated guess. That's when we're going to see Bitcoin dominance coming down, and we're going to see money flowing into altcoins. Like for example here on ADA, I was covering here my Telegram. We can see here we had a macro bottom here on this modify shift pitchfork, modify shift. You can see the perfect wick came down here. So I do believe ADA has formed some kind of macro bottom here before then ADA continues higher. And I do think a lot of altcoins is going to follow. This is by no means my favorite altcoin or something like that. I just really like the chart pattern here. So got a nice spot buying here already up. I got a bit late in here, but I'm already up around 34% just on ADA. So far the market does look good. We have to be cautious. I really like the stock market we can cover here, so we'll be calling the bottom perfectly here. Stock market is going to continue going higher, which is good for the crypto market overall. But I do expect September is going to be a crazy month for us. So stay tuned, because I will update you more tomorrow here on the Bitcoin chart. We want to see how we're going to reject this median line that we had here. But overall, the plan has been followed perfectly. So make sure to like the video, and I'll see you again guys tomorrow with another update.